Hey there, you. Yes, I'm talking to you. If you have balls and a stick, or maybe you don't, or maybe you have one of each, you have to listen to what I have to say, or else you'll be crying like a little baby on your deathbed. So listen up. I've been itching to unleash this for like 2 years. I kept chickening out, thinking it was too early, but with One Piece being where it's at now, the time is ripe. We all know Dragon Ball's the big season anime introduced a whole generation of Americans and countries which you might not have heard of to the wacky world of Japanese cartoons. But hold on to your hats, because One Piece isn't just better, it is the undisputed king of anime. Don't send hate mail just yet, hear me out first. One Piece is part of this exclusive club called the Big Three of anime. Along with Bleach and Naruto, even though One Piece is still chugging along while those other dudes finish their stories, One Piece was already blowing them out of water back in their glory days of the mid-2000s. Bleach had the potential to be legendary story-wise, but it became a never-ending cycle of the same plot, the same fights, and enough filler episodes to make your head spin. Basically, Bleach went from could be a masterpiece to meh. Naruto, the original series, wasn't bad, but Shippuden? That's where things went south faster than a greased pig on ice. Terrible villains, except Pain, whose arc was the only saving grace, and this weird obsession with Sasuke that got unknowing real quick. And let's not even mention Boruto, the sequel, that's basically a dumpster fire wearing a Naruto costume. Alright, here comes the part where Dragon Ball fans come at me with flaming swords. The original Dragon Ball is seriously underrated. I actually liked it more than Dragon Ball Z because the characters actually mattered and the story flowed like a smooth jazz song. Dragon Ball Z was fun until the Cell Saga, the Saiyan and Namek arcs were epic, especially the fights the Android Saga had promised with Dr. Gero's return, but then Cell showed up and things got a little goofy. Still watchable though, with some awesome fights and epic Gohan moments. But the Buu Saga, let's just say, is the anime equivalent of that delicious Thanksgiving carousel getting dropped face first on the floor. Dragon Ball GT was like the burnt crusty remains of that casserole someone tries to serve anyway, and Dragon Ball Super? Yeesh, it's rough. Only Goku and Vegeta seem to matter anymore. The Goku Black arc started cool with the villainous Kai, something new, but of course the writers fumbled it. No real stakes, no drama, a boring villain, and an explanation for Goku Black that made less sense than a three-headed monkey. The Tournament of Power had a great concept but terrible writing, filler, and character development ruined it. Dragon Ball might be the OG anime, but it peaked at the Cell Saga and now just kinda exists. The recent Broly movie was the best Dragon Ball content in ages though, but hey, anyone who thinks Dragon Ball in any form is better than One Piece is probably just clinging to childhood nostalgia. Okay, enough about the losers. Let's dive into why One Piece is the king of the anime seas. When a friend first recommended One Piece, I thought it looked goofy and predictable, but he kept saying, just get to the Water 7 arc. Water 7? That was like hundreds of episodes in. 3 seasons of The Sopranos felt like a breeze compared to that mountain of anime. Somehow, I managed to power through it in 2 months, and guess what? It felt like I was actually on the ship with the Straw Hats, experiencing the adventure firsthand. Every arc just kept getting better, leaving me hyped for the next one. It is like a crazy treasure hunt of playing an awesome RPG come to life. Even after 20 years, the sense of adventure never gets old. That's the magic that keeps One Piece sailing strong. I always tell people One Piece is basically the good seasons of Game of Thrones, but for anime. You know, before it all went downhill, One Piece boasts some of the craziest, most detailed world building you've ever seen in anime. It is massive, dude, or duty if you're a girl, or dudo if you're in between. We're talking Skypiea, Alabasta, Impel Down, Water 7, Dressrosa, Wano, Whole Cake Island, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Every location feels unique and totally immersive. But hold on, it's not just about how big the world is, it's how much detail Oda, the creator, has crammed into every corner. The world feels alive, like he exists even when the Straw Hats aren't there causing trouble. Important stuff happens all over the place, and every single destination feels like it matters. One Piece might just have the most impressive anime world ever built, period. One Piece has this magic trick where it makes you care about pretty much everyone, even the bad guys. Characters you meet at the beginning can still be relevant hundreds of chapters or episodes later. This is a far cry from most anime where only a handful of characters actually matter. Take Doflamingo for example. Dude's a jerk, but is still a major player even after his whole story arc is done. The same goes for 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚒𝚘𝚝, that creepy gas guy, Buggy the Clown, who's still somehow a thing, Gecko Moria, the zombie dude, Rob Lucy. The list goes on and on. Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, is a master at making you invested in characters you might otherwise skip over. They stay interesting and relevant, even the goofballs. One Piece throws some wild curveballs when it comes to fights, making them anything but boring. Remember that saying? Styles make fights. One Piece takes that to a whole new level. Devil fruits, these mystical fruits that grant you special powers but make you sink like a rock in water, totally change the game. Take an L, the lightning dude from Skypiea. He could zap most folks into oblivion with his electric attacks, but Luffy's a rubber man, immune to electricity. This forces NL to get creative with his fighting style, making the whole throwdown way more interesting than just two strong dudes punching each other. Strategy becomes super important, especially in the new world where Haki, this ability to sense and project your spirit energy, is king. Without Haki, you are basically toast in a fight. The different types of Haki and our characters use them are key to understanding how they throw down. One Piece is overflowing with mysteries that will have you itching for more. I won't spoil anything juicy, but there are characters we still barely know anything about, even after 20 years, and they are still crazy popular. Here's a taste of the mind benders that keep you guessing. What's the deal with the Will of D? What's happened during the mysterious Void Century? What exactly is One Piece anyway? How powerful are these yonkos everyone keeps talking about? Can Devilfoots actually level up and get even crazier? Who are these mysterious grocer dudes running the world government? Can you have two Devilfoots at once? Is that even possible? What is the voice of all things? Can you hear the freaking seahorses talking? This is just a taste. There are tons more. These mysteries are what makes One Piece so addictive. They have real weight in the story, constantly pulling you back for another chapter or episode to see what gets revealed next. One Piece has a knack for backstories that will leave you blubbering like a baby. Sanji's past is brutal, Laws is nightmare fuel, Chopper's is enough to turn your heart into mush, and even Doflamingo's story will tug at your heartstrings a little bit anyway. These backstories give the characters depth, explaining why they are the way they are and how far they have come. It makes you connect with them on a whole new level. Imagine going on a crazy adventure with your best friends, but you also get to understand all their deepest, darkest secrets. Yeah, that's what One Piece does. Get ready to feel all the feels. Each member of Luffy's crew, the Straw Hat Pirates, has their own personal mission or goal. Sure, their dreams might not exactly match Luffy's quest to become the Pirate King, but they all kind of fit together in this awesome way. For example, Chopper dreams of becoming the world's greatest doctor, a noble goal if you ask me, and who doesn't love a good doctor on an adventure? Nami the Navigator has a sight set on creating the ultimate world map. Basically, she wants to be the Google Maps of pirates. Sanji, the cruise cook with a serious eyebrow game, is in a quest to find the legendary Old Blue, a sea where all the world's delicacies come together in a giant seafood buffet. Zoro, the resident swordsman, has his sights set on becoming the world's strongest swordsman. Basically, everyone has their own thing going on, their own reason for being on this crazy journey. The story itself and the bond they share is what truly matters. It's not all about Luffy, even though he's the captain and loves a good fight. Yo, listen up. No other anime has gotten me this emotional. One Piece's backstories will have you bawling like a little lost pirate, lost at sea. There have been moments that had me sniffling like a baby. I even cried over a freaking ship. A ship, I tell you, not even Drake's most emotional songs can hit me this hard at midnight. One Piece holds the title of the best-selling manga ever written, and for good reason. Even after 20 years, people are still glued to the anime, waiting for the next adventure. That's true longevity. Unlike The Simpsons, which dragged on for decades while everyone slowly lost interest, One Piece just keeps getting better, with the manga and anime both still firing on all cylinders. While it might not have had the same big boom in the US as some other anime, One Piece's impact is undeniable. It even survived a truly awful English dub. Sorry dub fans, but you gotta face the facts, and it still became a massive hit. Just walk into any anime convention and you'll be surrounded by One Piece fans. A recent chapter that just revealed a bunch of pirate bounties sent fans into a frenzy. No fights, no action, just pure storytelling and character world building goodness. Another recent chapter was entirely a flashback, and guess what? It was still totally gripping. No other anime can deliver this kind of immersive experience. One Piece wears the crown and it wears it proudly. There's a reason it's called the king of anime, and that ain't changing anytime soon. So set sail with the straw hats and get ready for the greatest adventure of your life. Just bring plenty of tissues because you will definitely need them.